Yeah, this video, you know, is like a update on my tomato plants. The tomato plants was getting too much water. I was using too much Epsom salt also, and I was developing blossom end rot, and I had to do some little bit more research, and I added calcium, which is by Garden Lime. So hopefully these that hasn't developed blossom end rot will start bearing beautiful fruited tomatoes. So that's what I'm hoping. These are my two biggest babies so far, and even though they have some discoloration right there, I'm gonna be watching it. But under the bottom it doesn't have a dark spot, so it might not have developed blossom end rot. And so if it does, I'm gonna have to discard those. These seem to be okay, and all of these little flowers is gonna be tomatoes all over here. So I should get a lot of tomatoes on each of these tomatoes plant if I don't, the blossom end rot doesn't continue. Because once the blossom end rot start, that fruit, that tomato is gone. It's a goner. You can't save it. But the other ones you can save if they haven't developed it. So hopefully that's what will happen on this one, on all of these. These doesn't seem to have developed it, so hopefully that's good. These also don't seem to. There goes one tomato over here, and this, yep, this has it. This has it. This one gotta go. I can't show it to you. There you go. See that at the bottom? That dark spot? That's blossom end rot. That's BER. So that one gotta go. And might as well pluck it right now and save. Sorry about that. Yeah, so there we go. So by plucking it, I'm helping the tree, because now the tree don't have to continue to ripen this food. It can use this energy for something else. So that's a goner. This one might be a goner, but the bottom doesn't look, but to the side it has that dark spot, so that might be a goner. But hopefully the others will not develop blossom end rot. So I'm supposed to use the calcium like every 4 weeks, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna use it more often than that. Maybe every week or maybe every 2 weeks, so I can have good tomatoes and not be throwing my tomatoes like I'm doing with these. Okay, so that's that. Now, this is a honeyberry, and before it wasn't doing pretty well. Now that's a pretty small plant. However, it's a tiny little stick. How it was, it had no flowers on it, and now it's developing better. But the only thing I did was separate it. You need two of them, they're different kinds. Was separating them. I guess they was too close, and it was preventing them from growing. This one, you know, could be a lot better, but at least it's still growing. So the blue velvet, the blue moon is doing a lot better now because I separated them. It's supposed to be like 6 feet apart. All I did was like pushed it over. It's like 4 feet now or something. Pushed it over and it's growing better. But what I'm gonna do is actually transplant them, because I can't leave these out here in the winter because they're not deep enough. They will die down to the root. So I'm gonna transplant them to 5 bucket. And I heard when the 5 gallon, not 5 bucket, but 5 gallon, I heard they will survive the winter. When spring start back up, they start growing again. So I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna use the same process that I do with the tomatoes. 10 to 20 holes at the bottom, fill it up with 2 inches of gravel, small stones. Put my special fertilizer that I found out on YouTube to make the soil really, really rich, because when you're doing pots, it's different from the ground, because every time you water, you're gonna lose nutrients. So you gotta, you know, keep that soil like pretty energize for the plant, you know. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully these babies be fruiting by next year, this time, hopefully. Well, maybe that's a little too soon, but quickly. All right. Thank you very much.